Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here on Racetrack Road, a north-south artery here in eastern Henderson. Almost far eastern Henderson. There's still some homes over here off to our right, over here on the mean streets of Las Vegas, the East Las Vegas. There's some homes out there. Something called River Landing in there. Some of these neighborhoods are older. You can tell over here with the wall. The wall looks like it's kind of fading and chipping and peeling and all that over there. This is Days End Avenue. We're going to make a left here onto Days End Avenue and take a look at this neighborhood. Looks to be a little bit older. Check it out. See what there is to see. So these all look like single-story homes, 3-car garages. I'm not sure if they have an HOA in here. Oh, we've got kids running out into the street. Pigeon Forge Avenue here. And Red Horizon Terrace. So yeah, this is a larger development. Certainly larger than what a lot of the developers are doing nowadays, I would say. Some of the lots that they're buying nowadays are all really tiny. Nightfall Terrace there. Another thing about being out in this area too is I've noticed and I've heard from folks, your cell service is pretty spotty. Pretty spotty. Which may improve over time depending upon how many people. That's the other thing about living on the east side of town or on the edge of civilization in any town really, and that is your cell service. I mean, you're going to be challenged, right, to find reliable cell service. This is Emden here, E-M-D-E-N. So not a gated community. Look, this guy's got a massive antenna there. I wonder if the antenna actually it works. I gotta tell you guys, I have tried to pick up the local stations. I bought like all manner of antenna as I could off of Amazon. Doesn't make a difference. Does not make a difference. Still can't get half of them half the time. And I know why they did that, because remember back in 09 we went through that whole thing where they I think it was 09 when they switched over and told us we had to have these special whatevers in order to be able to watch the free local TV stations. They were not happy about the fact that there was free TV out there. And the broadcast companies went to the cable companies and tried to start charging what they call carriage fees. And the cable companies balked. They're like, you're free. Why would we pay you for, NBC, local NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox affiliates? Why would we do that? You're already available for free. So what they did was they transitioned everything over to digital, right? Told us all we have to have these special adapter things to be able to watch it. And then mostly everyone transitioned over to flat screen TVs, which did not have built-in antennas in them, of course. You had to buy in a separate antenna. And now you can't even watch the local channels. I think personally, and I don't watch the local channels at all, the news here in this town, as it is in many towns, just absolutely useless, in my humble opinion. This is Driftwood Court. I wanted to come down here, show you some of the homes here off of Warm Springs Road, east of Boulder Highway here. And I would say these are probably 80s, built back in the 80s maybe. Something like that around there. So yeah, I personally don't watch it. I don't watch the local news. I get everything from online. And the local news, all they do are fluff pieces anyway nowadays, right? It's all, oh, such and such casino just started this brand new slot machine game, and you gotta come check this out. Yeah, real hard-hitting local news there, guys. So, unfortunately, that is a lot of what we see here locally, and I know it's all like that nationwide. I've had folks tell me, and I've seen it, you know, when traveling to other towns, same thing. They because so many corporations have bought up all of the little TV and radio stations now. They just put out the same material, if you will, to all the different stations everywhere. I'm actually going to make a U-turn here. So Wildfire by Station Casinos over here. We saw another one of their locations up where Showboat Casino used to be. Way up there. We have Cascade Apartments over here, not to be confused with Cascada. Or is it Cascade? Now I don't remember. Now I've confused myself. You got some apartment buildings in here. So we come back here to Warm Springs. We're going to go south of Warm Springs here, the center. Center Street is where we are here. And definitely dated, but you can see the sidewalks at least look better with the foliage they put in. On the city-owned property, at least. That's good. So, yeah, I mean, that's essentially what they wanted. They wanted everyone to transition over to cable if they wanted to watch their local, you know, networks, your Foxes and your CBS, etc. Because they wanted carriage fees. They're like, well, Comedy Central and all that, those guys aren't paying. I mean, those guys are paying you money. You know, why shouldn't we get paid too? And it's just all about money at the end of the day. Always follow the money when it comes to these things. And now, you know, they've the cable companies, of course, are losing customers left and right, and they are doing exactly what the casinos are doing here. Exactly. When you lose business, how do you keep revenues up? You charge whoever's still coming around more money. And that's exactly what they're doing. So we're on Ivy Street here at Constitution Avenue. Wanted to look here at some of the homes in this area. It looks like they closed in the garage or something there with made like a barn door. Still see bars on windows and doors in here. Again, never a good sign. Got a boat parked on the street up here. And there's an old Ford truck right there in that driveway. Actually, an old Chrysler LeBaron in there too. That's cool. This is Metropolitan Drive here. We'll make a left here. Come down here. Exploring Las Vegas. Juniper Street on the left here. We'll make a left on Juniper. Speaking of Juniper, reminds me of Cinnamon and Jupiter. Please like and subscribe to my wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter, here on YouTube. Yeah, so you get a mix, right? Without the HOAs, you get some really nice looking properties in next to some ones that you probably wouldn't call that. Oh, look at this. It's an old Cougar. And I mean Mercury Cougar. Right there on the right. My boss, I used to have a boss that had one of those. I think it was like an 89. Oh, that brings back memories. Good times. Papa's Garage, it said over there. There's a Fox Body Mustang right here. That's the one thing about these older neighborhoods. You do get to see some nice, I mean, not necessarily in nice condition, but some throwbacks to the days gone by of cars and stuff like that. It's always cool to see, I think. Come back up here to Constitution Avenue. And again, guys, we want to thank you all so very, very much for being here. We really appreciate each and every. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And always remember, here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We're very grateful for you guys. Thank you so very, very much. We'll see you on the next one.